A Matt Carpenter home run has the Cardinals up 1-0 as we head to the second inning. And let's take a look at tonight's forecaster presented by FanDuel. And we're looking at Jaime Garcia's ground ball percentage in his career. So it's 57.1. That's very good. And it's been even better this year, Joe.
Yeah, not as good as this year. It was 62%, which is extremely high. Garcia
will face Starlin Castro to start the inning. And strike one to Castro. So Bryant and Rizzo with back-to-back Ks in the first inning with a runner at second base. So Lara doubled for the Cubs. And then Bryant and Rizzo go down and the Cubs leave another man in scoring position. And now Castro, and he bangs one through for a base hit. Starlin Castro with his first hit of the postseason. And the Cubs have a man on to start the second inning. Got start for Castro this afternoon with a single up the middle. And now here is Austin Jackson with the left-hander on the mound, and a left-hander that most of these Cubs have not faced. Madden goes with one of his bench players, Austin Jackson, who the Cubs acquired from the Mariners. He was a Yankee, and then he was a Detroit Tiger. That big trade that involved Curtis Granderson, and has made his way to the north side of Chicago.
Went to Seattle late last year. They added him. They almost won it last year, Seattle. Saw what happened to Seattle this year. Everybody picked them. They went nowhere.
A lot of experience in the postseason for Jackson, too. You saw 36 games.
And Jackson is swinging a foul. This is the fourth postseason for Jackson, those various clubs. He made 12 starts for the Cubs after coming to them at the beginning of September. It was a late August deal. Got to be on a major league roster by September 1st to be eligible for the postseason, and the Cubs were able to get that done with the Mariners. And there's a ground ball in the hole. Peralta, backhand stop, and a throw that's wide and into the dugout. So Wong lost the handle, and Jackson will be awarded second base. Very strange looking pivot. So the first blemish for the St. Louis Cardinals, it's an error by Wong, who's a dynamic second baseman, can make highlight reel plays, but does have some errors this year. That puts a runner at second base with one away for Montero, and a little half swing. He goes, and it's 0-1 on the Cubs catcher.
17 errors in the regular season for Wong.
He is just the opposite of Johnny Peralta. Peralta, very little range, but steady, makes all the routine plays. Wong has great range, can really go get him, but can be accident prone at times.
That was basically just a misfire, right? I thought that when I first looked at it, like the runner, he hit the runner because it was like a changeup coming off of his hand.
Just came out sideways.
Second consecutive inning, the Cubs have a runner at second, and Montero pitch in the dirt. Good block back there by Molina. Yadier Molina is not 100% by any stretch. The Cardinals absolutely will not put a percentage on it, but you can just look with your own eyes and tell he's not the same kind of player. He is still a major presence, but he's dealing with a thumb injury, ligament damage in the left thumb, the catching thumb. Runner takes off. Jackson, Molina's throw to third base is late, and that one belongs to Garcia. Jackson got a running start and a big stolen base early. He's there with just one out.
That got the Cubs players off their bench in the dugout too. They were all standing and cheering.
That's definitely on Garcia. Just gave him one look, and Jackson had him timed. No chance for Molina. Easy into third.
So a key early stolen base, and now the Cardinals will bring their infield in. Former Diamondback Montero in his first year with the Cubs. Chance to drive in a run, and that misses down and away. And you can see Molina didn't catch that one well either.
Right, and this is a situation that really haunted the Cubs all year long, and that's getting that runner in from third with less than 2 outs. They were last in the major leagues in this situation, getting that guy in only 40% of the time.
It's hard to figure, too, a team that scores as many runs. They were one of the highest run scoring teams post All-Star break. Quintero works a walk. First and third in the second. The Cubs putting up a threat early. Well, Kyle Hendricks up there to bunt. Interesting note here on Hendricks. You might have seen it already, but he is the first pitcher to bat 8th in a postseason. The only other pitcher to hit higher than 9th in a postseason is Babe Ruth. Game 4 of the 1918 World Series, by the way, against the Cubs. He was hitting 6th that year for Boston. As Hendricks gets a bunt down, it's a safety squeeze. Jackson will score, and Garcia throws it away. Both runners will advance. The Cubs tie it, and a defensive breakdown inning here in the second for St. Louis. Second and third now. Still just one out. Here is Addison Russell, and he takes a strike from Garcia. It's one of Joe Madden's favorite plays. He's been using it a long time. First and third, one out, that bunt. Worst case scenario, if you get it down, it advances. He does it again. Russell, and this is going to bring another run in and out at first. It's a good play by Garcia. He was the only one that had a shot, but a bunt that scores a run on another safety squeeze. And Joe Madden, desperate for runs on the board, plays a little small ball here at Busch Stadium.
It's like he's shocked out there that they're bunting.
It is the second out. Now a runner at third for the top of the order, and Dexter Fowler. Boy, what an inning for the Cubs, and what a defensive breakdown inning for St. Louis. It all started with that pivot at second base by Wong. And Fowler takes one inside. Dexter almost had a game-changing moment yesterday. He hit a long fly ball out to right that would have given the Cubs a 2-1 lead had it been hit maybe another half an inch onto the barrel of the bat. It ended up about a foot short. Chopper, tough play. Peralta coming in. Bare hand, no play. Another run is in. And the ball has not left the infield in the second inning, and 3 runs have scored. The Cubs lead by 2 now.
Like you said, Brian, nothing hit hard this inning.
Inning started with a Castro single to center field, but all these run-producing hits and bunts, 3 of them, all in the confines of the infield, as Soler, who doubled his last time up. Boy, this is a great bounce back for Chicago after Matt Carpenter homered in the bottom of the first inning to lead off. The Cubs answer quickly.
He's a little out of sorts there. Garcia, ball up. I would be too with all that just took place.
Soler looks very cool and calm. That first hit can do that to you sometimes. He's had 2 plate appearances in the postseason and a walk and a double. Soler missed a lot of time this year, about 2 months altogether. Had a bad ankle injury that knocked him out for about a month, and then he had an oblique injury after he came back, and that shut him down for about a month as well. And the Cubs were very concerned that he was not going to have enough at-bats and enough playing time to make the postseason roster, but he did make it, and they're glad they put him on that roster now.
I know this. You better think twice before throwing Soler that curveball again, the one he raked into the left field corner his first time up.
Everything's up. All this stuff, everything, all the fastballs are up. This at bat. Fastball to Fowler was up.
Fowler at first with 2 away. 3 runs are in for the Cubbies. And a big swing and a miss.
That ball started right down the middle and just disappeared. I don't know how Molina catches it.
Yeah, you do.
But you see how Molina, he'll set up real late. He won't give him a target. He waits to the last second to stick his glove up.
See what he has in mind for him. Yep, and he steps off.
It's like he's just trying to stab it. You see where his glove is? He doesn't give you a target.
check on Fowler at first. Fowler's a base stealer, but against Molina, he's like the shutdown cornerback in the NFL. You don't run much on him, but he's not the same Molina right now. It'll be interesting to see if the Cubs, if they get a lead like they have now, if they'll try to push it a little bit. And there he goes. And a swing and a bouncer foul from Soler.
Molina reminds me of a guy catching a knuckleballer.
Right, I told you it's late.
Yeah, he's just waiting to see where the pitch is going and then
Stab it.
tries to put his glove in front of it.
Mike Matheny talked to us about the damage that Garcia can do to a catcher. That little bit of run he has that moves into a right-handed batter. That is tough on a catcher's thumb, and that's the injured thumb for Molina. High fly ball into center field. Hayward, long way to go, and Hayward's looking up, and that one is gone. A home run. Jorge Soler. Welcome to the postseason, senor. 5-1 Chicago. What an inning for the Cubs. Now Bryant is up and a swing and a foul.
Cubs show their sick power they have from those young kids. I've heard nothing but crazy things about Soler, and I finally see him hit the ball the other way with authority.
Yeah, he's extremely strong, outstanding talent.
And now Bryant sharply on the ground to Peralta. And that will retire the side. What an inning. Two safety squeezes for the small ball, and then the big bomb by Soler.